Ajahn, I have a follow-up question on creative thinking. Because in our society, people place very high value on, they regard it as creative thinking, what is unique, what is different from others. But then you end up having something which very, very hard to understand, and you have some kind of creative thinking which is translated into high financial returns also. What is your view on that?
Well, I think there are a number of different points there in your question. In the realm of the arts, then the effort to be different, to stand out from the pack, which may be a purely artistic endeavor, may well have some kind of financial incentive. But I think in the end it tends to lead to a kind of extreme and coarsening scene in which you try to be more and more outrageous, and the value of the piece is the extent to which it can give rise to strong emotions, and usually the strong emotions are the ones which are stimulated by the coarser kinds of stimuli. So I don't think that kind of creativity is necessarily such a good thing. In let's say in the business world, where you're looking at, we're talking more about finding new solutions to old problems, looking at things in new ways, rather than, say, producing carpets, for instance, and selling carpets. You rent out squares of carpets. So instead of buying a new carpet, you just buy squares of carpets to replace the bits that are worn out, and sort of a new idea or creative thinking that I appreciate is the traffic lights, which have the countdown from them, so that motorists don't have to get so tense when they're waiting for the lights to change colour. Now, those kinds of creativity comes from this ability to step back from a situation, look at it afresh, look at it from a different angle, and that kind of ability I see as something that can be cultivated, particularly through Buddhist techniques of mindfulness practice, ability to look within, to let go of unnecessary thoughts of the past and the future, to be able to focus intently on an object, the ability to put down the habitual thought processes and just dwell in that very fertile state of clarity and mindfulness. So it's a peace, not a kind of a dull, dreamy kind of peace, but a very sharp, bright kind of awareness. You may be familiar with the hyper-realist school of art, and those pictures which are incredibly sharp, and that's the mind which has been well trained in the Buddhist system. And that mind, I would say, is one which is very much creative in this second sense, ability to look at things in a fresh light, to recognize things that otherwise we might be quite heedless about. And that kind of creativity is something that I think should be and can be more systematically developed in education.